What's up, viewers, and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy TajTV, back again with another video. So today I will be giving a review over Chasing Dallas Season 2, Episode 2. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tea. Before we get into this tea, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you don't miss a notification every time I drop a new video. Also, hit a big thumbs up, make sure that you drop a comment, and make sure you share if you care. All right, let's go ahead and get into the tea with TajTV. So let's go ahead and get into it. So we're following up from the tattoo party last week. I know a lot went down, a lot was said, a lot of shade was being thrown. There was a lot going on, but I'm here to break it down for you. Okay, so on Season 2, we start off with Reese. All right, so Reese is in Houston. So every year they have an event called Splash. So Reese and a couple of more of the cast members kicked off the episode in Houston. All right, so Reese meets up with somebody by the name of Rock. Now, I'm not familiar with who he is, but from a little bit of what I learned from what they were seeing on the show is he was a police officer / porn star, and now he's getting ready to run for president. Now, I don't know how that worked, but hey, to each his own. All right, so Reese and Rock sit down and have a conversation, and they just get to catching up, guess they're good friends, and I guess he found out Reese was in Houston for Splash, and they linked up. So that was nothing. Next, Reese meets up with Dior. So I guess this is the first time that Reese and Dior are meeting for the first time. And I guess they hit it up right. And also, this is where Dior's gay son is introduced, my boy Trey Howard. Now, we have two Treys on the show. We have Trey Womack and we have Trey Howard. Trey Howard, who is introduced on this episode, is Dior's gay son. Now, he's really into fashion here in Dallas. He is like into modeling and stuff like that. Like, I really like his craft. And I like how he like puts stuff together. And I like how artistic he is. So I'm glad to see that they have somebody that represents the younger generation on the show. So I'm looking forward to see what Trey brings to the show. We'll just see. But as they sat down, they all were sitting down having a conversation. They were talking about the tattoo party with Reese and Dior and Dior's boyfriend, etc. Basically, Dior's clique and Reese, and a few more people. And they were just talking, and they were talking about the tattoo party and talking about how stuff went left. Somebody brought up Trey Womack, and, it was a little bit of shade in the air, but, it was just like, I want to see what it is there. They are both from Dallas. Well, they both live in Dallas, but I just want to see, what's the shade there? Next, Reese and Markel sit down and they have a conversation. Reese and Markel, they sit down and they talk. Now, this is the thing that I like about Markel and Reese's relationship. They have kind of like a love-hate relationship. Now, it's not really bad, but they have kind of like a little shady friendship. Like, we cool, but we're going to throw a little shade to each other because we got to keep each other on our toes. That's basically the kind of friendship they have, Now, Markel sat down with Reese and they were talking about Markel's skin journey and stuff like that. He went through certain challenges, getting his skin right and, what he faced. Then they talked about Rock. Now, as we seen in the beginning of the episode, they were talking about Rock, and then Markel was just, letting Rock have it, and, they were letting him have it. They were like, how do you go from being a porn star to being a police officer to, hell, trying to be the president of the United States? Now, I don't know if there's some tea there, but I'm here for it. Now, I like Reese and Markel's relationship. I just hope they stay on good terms. Next, we go to Georgina and his friend Duran. Now, I don't know about y'all, but like a lot of people, George really turned me off the first episode. Now, he just really gave me too much, and I thought on this episode, it was going to, simmer down a little bit and be a little bit more soft, because how they introduced him on the show was completely... They should have never introduced that because he's already a villain already. Now, I don't know if he's going for that, but if that's what you're going for, then to each his own. But him and his friend Duran is talking about Cain and, the shade from last episode. And they're talking about Trey. So, basically, that's all out there on the table. And they're basically, to sum it up short, they're talking about Cain. George was saying how he felt Trey was coming for him. And, Cain and... I just really feel like George did a lot, and I just feel like nothing he says is going to make me be on his side, because I'm just like, over him. Anywho, next scene we go to Ariel OHara. All right, so my girl Ariel OHara, who's always out here making moves, she meets up with her sister, and I guess she's getting ready to help her out with a design. I guess she's getting ready to help her out with an outfit, you know, measure her, get her ready for some type of event. So as they're talking, they're getting into her dating life and stuff like that. And then Ariel, you know, gets kind of candid about how, you know, she doesn't really fit in with the boys in the community, the girls in the community, how she's kind of like just in her lane and about her business. And I respect her for that because I can truly relate. And then she was just saying how she somewhat doesn't feel, you know, valued by her, you know, friends and family and the people that are close to her. And I can truly relate to her struggle. So I really felt her on that. I mean, she said you have to like somewhat, you know, step away from people so you can evolve. I felt that. So, you know, I just hope Ariel just, you know, keeps a level head and just keep going and know that what she's doing is, you know, good for the cause. All right, so next, Trey Womack and Cain meet up. They have drinks and they get to talking. Now, this was one of my favorite scenes because, you know, it was like, you know, Trey Womack brings it. Now, he most definitely can handle his own, and he most definitely brings the natural feel of being on a show like this. He doesn't force it. He doesn't overdo it. It's like his shade is natural. He blends. Like, he can carry his own, and that's what I like about Trey. Him and Cain sat down, and they were talking about Miss Georgina, and they exposed text messages. Trey had receipts. Trey had receipts on George sliding in his DM, you know, acting like he didn't know who he was and claiming he's a top of what? Top of the food chain. And I live for that. Like, I live for that little shade right there. But, you know, that just goes to show, like, Trey is the type of person, like, what got me was he said that he doesn't delete anything. Now, I don't know about you, but I done lost some phones. I done lost numbers. Now, I don't know if I'm good at receipts like that, but that level of receipts, I was like eating it up. Okay? I was eating that up. Now, I live for Trey. And Cain too. The thing I like about Cain is he most definitely doesn't start, he finishes it. And that's what I like. Like, y'all feel like he's just weak, that y'all could just comfort him. And I feel like every time they feel like they can comfort him, he can handle his own. And he knows how to read the girls and gather them up accordingly. I mean, I'm just saying. So next, we're at Markel's game night event. Now, Markel is infamous for throwing the game. Now, on last season, I think I caught a glimpse of it. I know there's a lot of shade being thrown, but on this one, I'm just like, oof. So as everybody arrives, everybody is there drinking, mixing, and mingling. They're sitting around, and then as everybody is in the group, Cain and Georgina, they go and they get to discussing what happened last week. So Cain was basically just saying that, you know, girl, you were coming for me, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. And Georgina had the nerve, the audacity to open up his mouth and say, I deserve an apology. Now, in all realness, what the hell do you deserve an apology for? Like, girl, you came here on 10 with everybody, and you expect an apology? Girl, untuck that tuxedo, sweetie. Untuck that blazer. You're full of yourself. Calm down. Kids vibe. Calm down. Baby girl, Georgina, unbutton that blazer, honey, and get real with yourself. Don't nobody owe you no damn apology. If anything, you need to calm down, and you need a reality check, because these girls don't owe you nothing. You are walking in as a new face and on new territory, sweetie. I don't know you. I ain't never seen you before. You got jobs. You coming out as Phaedra parts. It ain't cute. Get it together, girl. Like, just to sum it up, next episode, and I think that's where we wrapped it up, but just to sum it up on next episode, that if anybody is trying to get close to, I guess, Reese or somebody else, I don't know if he was wanting to Ariel or whoever, but they were just basically saying that if they're trying to get close to them, that it's going to backfire. And all hell broke loose, and Reese was like, wait a minute. He's like, don't touch me, yada, yada, yada. But then on the next scene, we sadly see that Malaysia Booker was tragically shot and killed in Dallas, Texas. And we see that T.S. Madison is here, and her and Ariel are discussing what was going on. And T.S. Madison was basically saying that it's not going to stop. And, you know, we're just going to see what happens on the next episode. Now, I don't know about you, but I like the first episode a little bit better. The first episode really brought it. This episode was just a little bit, I don't know. But shout out to all my girls. I don't know, but shout out to everybody on Chasing Dallas. Shout out to Chasing Reality. Shout out to everybody on the team. I love everybody over there. Now, some of y'all might be a little extra Georgina, but it's all love. This is for entertainment. I do this strictly for entertainment purposes. So I hope when I see you girls out in the streets, because we do live in the same city, I hope y'all don't take any of this, serious. I'm just letting y'all know that. I think that's a wrap. I think I hit it by the nail. Like, my favorite on the show, if y'all want to know, my favorite people on the show will have to be Cain Dior. I'm living for Trey Womack. I'm living for my Dallas girls. Like, I'm living for my Dallas girls. Like, I'm living for y'all because it seems like y'all are bringing more. Now I love me some Marc Gill. I love his shade because Marc Gill is funny with it. Like, it's natural. Now, I love me some Reese too. And I do love me some King Cain. Like, I love his reads. No shade. Those are just the people right now that I'm just, every time I see them, I get, let me get my life. All right, y'all. I didn't want this video to be long. Make sure you hit a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'll be back next week with my commentary. Make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all hit that bell notification. Until we meet again, stay messy, not too messy, but with just a little bit of shade. This is TajTV signing out. Blue.